to Tea with Doug G. As you can see, I'm not Doug G, but I do have tea. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Ben Tankersley. For those of you guys who don't actually know me, I'm filling in for Doug this week because Doug is working. But yeah, joining me are my two lovely guests, starting with Tristen, who is a good friend, and both of these guys. I'm not used to this. I haven't been Thanks on the air.
I really felt the love with that one.
But yeah, Doug was on here with Mike last week as kind of 2/5 of the podcast that was formerly Some Jerks Who Talk About Movies. And this week, well, it's the rest of them. So joining me are Tristen T. Webb, and I gestured the wrong way. And then Elijah Wallace. Tristen, Elijah, how you boys doing?
I'm doing great.
Yourself.
I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing better than anyone else could ever be doing, probably.
All right.
And I'm doing better than he is.
That's true. I'm Tristen Webb. I'm a photographer. I have a job at UGA. I'm on a podcast.
Yeah, you are.
So that's cool. I live, I breathe, I eat.
Taste right now.
I can't taste anything right now. We'll wait for the big reveal later on. Elijah, go ahead.
I'm Elijah. I'm also on a podcast with friends of this show. And I'm a new teacher.
Hey.
And an old musician. So that's me.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm excited that both of you decided to come join me tonight. But yeah, I guess let's go ahead and dive into some questions.
We're happy to hijack the podcast, whatever this is.
The show.
The show, yeah.
Yeah. Doug, I see you already commented. Shouldn't you be working?
Yeah, isn't he busy?
Yeah, he's supposed to be. But anyway, I think a great first question that we should start off with actually comes from Doug, who sent in a bunch of questions this week since he's not on and still wanted to be part of the show. He wants to know what our COVID-19 experience has been in 3 words or less. Tristen, I think you should start with this one.
Okay. I have COVID-19.
Yeah.
I know. No, I really have COVID-19. So how about that? I mean, before I got COVID, my life was different. Now that I have it, I am actually
never be the same.
I'm actually quarantining. It's not that I didn't quarantine before, but now that I have it, I literally can't go anywhere. I mean, my roommate Stone went grocery shopping for me, which was awesome, and I can't thank him enough. But he's doing a lot of stuff for me, and he's really good. And I have congestion, and I have dizziness, and I have all the symptoms that you've heard of for the past, 4 or 5 months. But I'm doing fine. I'm okay. I'll make it. It's not that bad. I've been sicker. Yeah, I've been sicker.
All right.
There you go.
Elijah, what's your experience been? 3 words or less.
Made it.
All right. I appreciate that.
Good work.
For me, it's not fun. Right after the pandemic started, I decided, it'll be a great idea if I got another part-time job. It's not fun. Anyway, next question.
What else, Ben? How's it affecting your life?
Well, I don't really have much of a life anymore because that other part-time job has had me working like it's a full-time job. And yeah, that's not fun. Don't do it.
Yeah. Be careful out there.
Yeah. All right. Our next question comes from friend of the show and someone that I'm pretty sure the 3 of us have never actually met, Miss Katie Kenjimi. Katie asks, I recently found out that dolphins and sea lions are trained and used by the military. So the question is, what animal would you pick to join your army? Who wants to take this one first? Go for it, Elijah.
I was muted. I mean, the obvious answers, if you're really trying to put together an army, are like Wolverines or Tasmanian Devils. But how fun would it be to have, like, Robins? You know, a little bit of Alfred Hitchcock.
Okay.
What about you, Tristen?
I don't know. Probably like some bears. Probably like some small little bears, you know.
Wolverines.
Yeah. I guess I did just say Wolverines. Yeah, well, there you go. Okay. I don't know. Something that's ferocious and small, which is a Wolverine, or maybe a honey badger. Or maybe like, some cheetahs to round out quickness. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'll take it in a bit of a different direction, but kind of keep the same, small and ferocious. I'm going to say ferrets.
That's good, yeah.
If you get a bunch of ferrets together and, make them mad, they're going to bite a whole bunch of stuff. Although I will say, I did think about saying lice, just start like a lice infestation and just drive your enemy insane. Or bed bugs could work for that too.
No, that's not interesting.
Well,
can I use like first graders?
Sure.
Kindergartners like on recess?
Animals? They're animals. They count as animals.
Oh. I think so. All right, let's do another question.
Okay.
Got another one from Doug. Doug sent in a lot of questions, so we're going to get a lot of questions from Doug this week. It's been asked, cherry or whatever the other one was. It's another wood question. Mahogany or oak?
Mahogany.
Yeah, I'm going to say mahogany too.
Yes, unless we're talking about the living tree, and then definitely oak.
Fair.
I mean, nothing like some deep, rich mahogany.
I don't really know much about wood, but mahogany is a cooler word.
Few words are fun to say.
Right.
No, I don't. I'm not. I'm not much of a wood man myself. I've seen wood. I've seen trees. I've lived that life a little bit with furniture, but like I said, not much of a wood man myself. So if any woodmen are out there, or women, or wood children, or any children of the forest, or anyone who knows more about wood than I am, I know, then please comment your wood experiences right now. That'd be great.
Yeah, I see Miss Heidi is a fan of mahogany. I would say that's good taste.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear about those trees. Come on, everybody.
Yeah.
Let's hear about trees.
All right. Let's get a little more serious while people are commenting about their favorite kinds of wood. What's something that's happened in the last year that you're proud of? That question comes from a friend of the show, Jessica Stromberg.
I'm proud of. I graduated from UGA.
There you go.
And I got a job at UGA.
Yeah, you did.
Proud of all that. Dug myself out of debt. Proud of that. Started my student loan debt.
That's fine.
So, proud of that, I guess. I don't know. Most of mine's education stuff.
Still stuff to be proud of.
Yeah.
What about you, Elijah?
Yeah, I graduated in 2018, and so I've had 2 years of doing almost the job that I wanted to do when I graduated, and now I finally get to do that job.
Hey.
It has to be on Zoom, which is not ideal, but I do have the job I wanted to get when I graduated, so that's nice.
There you go. For me, I'm still job hunting, but, something I'm proud of, I've made it this far. This year has... it's been 2020. I don't think we have to tell anybody that this year has been rough. But, we've all made it. And I think that's an accomplishment. I don't know how Doug does this, keeping up with all the questions. I keep putting my phone down that's got all the questions written on it. I'm like, oh, shoot, I need to ask some more questions.
Well, I mean, what did you have for breakfast? We used to ask that question all the time.
That was our sound check question on some jokes we talk about movies.
Yeah, let's try
that. I
that.
do not remember what I had for breakfast. I don't think I actually had breakfast. So a cup of coffee.
Oh, well, Ben, you got to have breakfast.
I mean, no, you don't.
All right, I want everyone to comment. If you think you have to have breakfast in the morning, please let me know in the comments, along with your favorite tree.
Ben, what's the next question?
All right. We'll go with another one from Doug. Let's actually have a bit more of a serious discussion. Doug asks, what does it mean to be a man? And you can take that in any sense of the question that you want.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. It's probably one of my favorite questions that's been asked on here. Like, not just this week, but in general. I think there is, society's view of what a man is, and I don't know that I necessarily agree with it, because I personally don't consider myself much of a manly man. Like, I don't care about owning a truck. I don't care about shooting guns. I don't care about being like the biggest, strongest guy out there. I mean, for me, I've always just done what I can to love other people, and I think that is pretty much one of the best things that a man can do.
Yeah, I'm like you, Ben. There's like next to nothing that's stereotypically masculine that I'm interested in. I don't even like football, so I'm bored by all the stereotypical manly stuff. I've a similar question that I heard a couple of men talk about on a podcast once is like, and I think I've heard this in some other contexts. Like, when did you feel like you were a man? Like, finally looked around and was like, yeah, I'm a man now. And for a lot of guys, it's like when you get your driver's license, or when you turn 18 or 21, or whatever it is, when you get married. But there's always that feels like a moving goalpost, None of those things decide what a man is or what manliness or manhood is. So I don't know how to answer that in the affirmative, but I can cancel a lot of things that are not what it means to be a man,
Right. Oh, yeah. I agree. To bounce off of that, I think that being a man, I mean, as Ben said, it's society's definition of what a man is. I mean, what is society? Like, what are we talking about? Like a group of people, or like everyone in general? Because
I mean, like, even just narrowing it down to growing up in the United States, what does it mean to be a man?
Right, but I'm just asking the question because I'm thinking. I mean, there are so many different people all over the United States, even, and different walks of life, different beliefs, different types of men. I mean, it's like, what does that look like for you? Mm-hmm. And for me, personally, something that I've been trying to, my whole life, my adult life, is trying to really get rid of toxic masculinity. Mm-hmm. I think that's a big part of my part of being a man, because I was raised around other men or males who exuded a lot of toxic masculinity, and even in my school and things like that. So it's learning how to be gentle and understanding your own emotions as best as you can, and trying to show that in a way that is still strong and still caring and supportive to those around you, but also shows that you are a human.
Right.
And it's a fine line sometimes, and it's hard to walk sometimes. And it's a constant battle to try to become something that is human, I think.
Yeah. No, I mean, I totally get that. Like, I personally, I struggle with a lot of things that people consider, being like a manly man. Like you see, like, a lot of stereotypes show men as this very combative, very like confrontational, and like I shy away from any kind of confrontation that I can get away from. Like, whenever I am in any kind of confrontation, like, my anxiety gets hold of me, and like I I'll either end up crying or like I just have to back away. I cannot say anything. I just like it's something that like it's not fun to deal with, but at the same time, I can't beat myself up over it and say, "Well, a real man could have handled that." And I think more it speaks to, I guess, what we as a society have painted what like a man is supposed to be. Like Tristan, I know you mentioned the idea of like toxic masculinity, and I feel like it can be really dangerous to like try and look at yourself as a man and then fall into that trap because I think we're all around it constantly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think my dad did an excellent job of teaching me how to be someone who still stands up for themselves, is not afraid of confrontation, and will speak their mind about whatever it is, and will speak it well, but also still show grace in that. And I mean, especially when you're standing up for an idea or for someone or for yourself, or when you're just angry about something, it's hard to show grace a lot of times, and you get carried away, and it happens all the time. So I think just being aware of that and trying your best is what we're going for here. It's what we're shooting for. Try your best.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely agree. And another thing, like, it's okay, like, as a man to feel things. Like, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be upset about something if something upsets you. Like, I mean, we don't have to be like this rock that is completely devoid of emotion. Like, it's okay to feel things.
And you know, I've thought before that if somebody tells you you need to be a man, be a man. Whatever it is they're saying that means, you don't need to do that to be a man. But one time, I was working in a school with these like first or second graders, I don't remember which, and there was a kid who was like, they were all playing tag on the playground or they were on the jungle gym or something. There was a kid who was sitting out and he didn't want to play. And I remember another little like 6 or 7 year old was like, be a man, play on the playground. And you know, I think there's some deep wisdom in that. I think you can just let that one sit for a minute. Being a man means being willing to play on the playground. That's what I think.
I agree. I mean, there's this guy. He's a YouTuber. He does videos on Polygon, which is a video game news website. But he makes videos for YouTube. I'm forgetting his name right now for some reason, but it'll come to me and I'll tell you before the end of this stream. But he's very like he wears clothes that I want to wear, like really fashionable stuff that is not like traditional like t-shirt shorts, but it's like, I don't know, he has his hair, like I want my hair out to be really flowy and it looks cool, but like he's still a guy, you know, like he's like, I don't know. It's just finding people like that and like trying to think, oh wow, okay, this guy it's okay to be like this person or to be like this in general.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. Like being fashionable as a man, like, I mean, it's frowned upon a lot of times. Like, if you're not wearing like a torn up t-shirt and a pair of like beat up old work jeans, like you can be looked at as soft, and I don't know, it just is a weird place to be in.
Yeah, I mean, anyone that says that you're a soft man if you don't wear jeans or a t-shirt, it's like, oh, what? I don't know those people. Get out of here. Never heard of her. Who's that?
That's fair. All right, let's see what else we got.
Surround yourself with people like that.
Right. All right, let's change the tone a little bit. We're going to go to a question from Elijah's roommate, Rodrigo. Luzada, did I pronounce that correctly?
It's close to Lozada.
Lozada, okay.
But I don't speak Portuguese, so, you know.
Neither do I. But yes, Rodrigo wants to know, to the English grad, which that is what Elijah got his degree in, Is it Veiter or Veiter? I assume he's talking about our new parent company name, which is, I'll let Elijah say it since he's the English grad.
It's Vitair. Just kidding. It's Viter Media is the name of it. And Rodrigo asked me this in person earlier, so this is not actually answering his question. This is just in case anybody else had the same curiosity. I'm puzzled as to why this was a question for the English grad, because it's a made-up word that means nothing.
I mean, but in a sense, isn't that all of the English language?
Well, no.
But isn't it, though?
No, but that's not what we're here to talk about.
No fun. But you know what we are here to talk about?
The next question, Ben?
Darn right.
Okay.
From friend of the show, Brandon Revis. Kiss, marry, kill. We got Bugs Bunny. We got Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. And we've got Jerry from Tom and Jerry. So my question, who would you kiss, who would you marry, and who would you kill? Who wants to start?
I have no hesitation.
Okay, go for it.
I will marry Tigger. And I will kiss friggin', was it Tom or Jerry? Whichever one it was that's
Jerry.
Occupying that slot. And I'm definitely going to kill Bugs Bunny, although I don't think I can.
Okay.
What'd you say, Ben?
Oh, sorry, I accidentally muted myself. Why would you kill Bugs Bunny?
He's had his time. It's just old hat. Just
He's done. He's had
And what
his
is
moment.
Jerry?
I think Tom and Jerry was a little bit of an underappreciated masterpiece.
I mean, that's fair. But I think I would. I'll kiss Jerry. I'm going to kill Tigger, and I'm going to marry Bugs Bunny. Because I am a big fan of Bugs Bunny, and I feel like we would have a great life together.
Well, I'm going to kiss Tom because he's a stinky cat, and I'm going to be done with that real quick.
Tristen,
Real quick.
Tom was not an option.
Oh, Jerry the mouse. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. He's a stinky mouse. There you go. Jerry. I'll kiss Jerry. Get Jerry out of here. All right? That's my point. I'm going to kill Tigger. I have to marry Bugs Bunny because
Yeah, you
he's
do.
a sarcastic boy, and
There
I
you
think
go.
he's kind of funny. So,
I'm here for that. All right, Tristen. I think we're going to go to one of your questions now. Another one of my favorite questions that you've asked. Would you date someone who is perfect in every way, but picks their nose in public? And my immediate answer, if they pick their nose in public, they're not perfect in every way. So
no.
Okay.
Okay, the pretense of that is that they're perfect in every way, Ben. Like that's the baseline we're going from here.
Okay, but what I'm saying, if they pick their nose in public, they're not perfect in every way.
That's the
Okay, well,
point.
that's not the question.
That's
though.
the point. Is if they're perfect in every way, but also,
It's not
Fine.
yeah,
Trying
Miss
to get you on
Heidi,
a technicality, but
it's Wabbit season, Miss Heidi. Did you guys see that comment?
oh, yeah. Well, fine. What say y'all? Would y'all date someone who picks their nose in public if they're perfect in every other way?
Yes, I would. I don't know if I'd do it if they ate the booger, but I would. I would date them.
I think I would go on at least one date with them, just to because I feel like if it's just like they did it once, whatever. But if it's like in every time they're out in public, yeah, that would be too much.
Boys, this girl is perfect in every way. Could you not, Ben? Could you not overlook this one thing to have
I really don't know. I would have to meet this girl.
She's perfect. You don't have to. You already know going into this. She's perfect to you.
I think I would have to experience how gross that actually is in public before I make that decision.
If you're worried about just the way it looks, some people can pull that little trick off pretty discreetly.
That's fair.
That's right. Would she be able to? If this perfect?
I don't know.
All right.
But I mean, for me, hygiene is something that's really important. So to see someone just out there just randomly picking their nose, like,
Oh, Ben,
Yeah.
nothing more hygienic than getting the boogies out. You're getting clean.
there are more hygienic ways to do it, though.
Oh well, you didn't specify that, my friend.
The question says, but picks their nose in public. That doesn't mean they're using a tissue. That means they are up there digging for gold.
Doesn't mean they're not using a tissue.
I'm pretty sure they're not.
If they're using a tissue, then there's no point in asking this question in the first place.
Right. If they're using a tissue, yeah, I'm going to go out with her.
If she's using a tissue, then she is what you would call perfect in every way.
Right.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
Okay. All right. I got another question here from Jessica. Do you think you could be vegan?
Yeah, if I had to.
Yeah. I'd say I think I could, but I would need to be in a much better place financially to do it.
And
I would certainly miss everything.
I think there are enough options out there now to
Right.
do it.
there is no, like, I'm trying to think of the most off-the-wall wilderness survival situations. There isn't one in which you survive by going vegan. So, like, that's what I was trying to think. Like, the question was, could you be vegan? And I was like, what? Like in a survival scenario? And then I was like, well, that's dumb. You wouldn't go vegan. You would eat anything that you could. So,
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever have to answer this question. I can just leave it.
That's fair.
Cool.
Well, we are coming up on 9:30, so I guess let's see if we can't get one more fun question out of here. You know what? Let's go with another question from Doug. What is Doug's most annoying quality? Doug says that he thinks it's his voice and his volume. But what say you boys?
You know, there's nothing wrong with his voice, and some people are loud, and that's fine. His bad quality is that he talks through movies. And we've all experienced it many times doing the podcast with him.
Yes. Okay, I agree. Actually, in a slightly different way, I agree in that Doug's one of his most annoying qualities is that he will say the lines of a movie as we're watching it, and it's like, Doug, I hear it. You don't have to translate this to my ear, closer to my ear. I'm okay. I got it. Or he sings a song, and it's like, Doug, the movie's, showing that to me already. So
yeah, people who know me well know that when I watch a movie I've never seen, I would really like to just experience it without interruption. I can't even
Get that.
if it's on TV and I miss the first 10 minutes, I'm not watching it because I've already missed so much.
No, I mean, I get that. I'm very much the same way. Let's see. Doug's most annoying quality, I would probably say that sometimes he commits to the bit a little too much. Tristan, I know you'll agree with me here. If you'll remember back to Some Jerks episode 50, The Room.
yeah,
That was a bit much.
I mean, that was already a bad day for me, but I got pretty angry.
Well, Doug is listening to us have this conversation and laughing.
Oh, I know. That's why I wanted to make sure that we got that one. He also asked the question, so. But just so we don't finish this with a roasting of Doug, I do have one more question that also comes from Doug. What is your stance on conspiracy theories and their role in our society? I think this will be a fun question to end things on.
So, I mean, they're cool and fun, and most of them have no merit to them. And even the ones that do have merit to them, there's a reason that people call them conspiracy theories. So let's just get that straight. Some people like to make cults around conspiracy theories. Some people like to worship them in other ways. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's like so easy to just pick something like that and say that it is when it's clearly a I don't know. I really don't give it much merit. I don't think about it that much, and it doesn't bother me. It really, like, I don't stay up at night thinking about it, but at the same time, I mean, I could do that, and because it is that dumb.
Well, I think I don't know that there are really conspiracy theories that are true. I don't know that all of them are necessarily, not true. But I think they serve as, if nothing else, I think they serve as a form of entertainment for everybody else. But I will say, I was actually thinking about this earlier, thinking about some of the things that, these conspiracy theories talk about. Like if it was true, like how would, the general public respond? Like, for instance, what if the government actually has had contact with aliens from outer space? I'm guessing that we as, people probably wouldn't respond too well. So you could say that the government is using these conspiracy theories to be like, yeah, of course that wouldn't happen. It's just a conspiracy theory to kind of help ease us into it.
And you're starting to sound like a conspiracy theorist. Didn't quite catch that one.
Oh, I'm struggling over here muting my mic. I said that was the goal. Yeah, what about you, Elijah?
Ben, did Bush do 9/11?
Well, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, if you look at all the evidence behind it, I mean, Bill Gates isn't that great either. I mean, look at all the stuff he's evil. That's what I heard.
Well, maybe. But anyway, I think that will do it for us. Elijah, Tristen, thank you for joining me. Sorry I'm not Doug, but Doug will be back next week with a wonderful guest, Miss Amara Ede, who is a friend of the podcast, friend of the podcast, and also is just a good friend of ours. So that'll be fun. But yeah, Doug will be back next week. Tristen, Elijah, did y'all have fun?
Yeah, I had a good time. We had a good talk.
All right. Yeah. I'm glad y'all could do it. I'm sure Doug will have y'all both on again at some point. But yeah, until next week, that's Tristen. That's Elijah. I'm Ben. And that's T. I can get the... Oh, hold on. I'm struggling. There we go. Bye, guys.